In terms of where AI will have the most impact over the next 25 to 50 years, I think it's easiest to say where it will have the least amount of impact, which is anything that is fundamentally procedural. I think there's a tendency, at least among the general public, or even doctors, to think of jobs that will no longer exist. And I don't think of it that way. I think of it as what cognitive parts of jobs will be impacted. And different specialties obviously have different mixes of cognitive work. In particular, if you have, what I tell my residents, if you have a job where you can sit down at a computer and interpret most of the data that has already been collected for you to make a decision, I think those are jobs that are going to be impacted much sooner. And if you think of it that way, then you can start to think of what specialties will be and will not be impacted. So primary care is a place where everyone is like, oh, primary care is going to be replaced by AI agents. Now, I think people are saying that because they understandably see these huge gaps in primary care. There are not enough primary care doctors, and there's a huge need for it. But a lot of what a primary care doctor does is about building relationships and navigating uncertainty with a person. To give an example where I think people feel very confident and maybe shouldn't is oncology, right? Prescribing oncology medications is an area where you're interpreting data that has largely already been collected. And there's not a system now that can be an oncologist with any amount of likelihood in prescribing chemo drugs, but knowing what the tech is good at and what it's not good at, I think that is actually an area where I would expect to see at least really good decision support, if not full automation, within the time frame that we're talking.